Hey there, everybody. Welcome to today's product webinar. My name is Monica, and I'm here with Tyler, and we are going to walk you through the Frontline MOC tool today and kind of show you how you can manage your organizational changes, projects, tasks with the tool. So, one thing we hear a lot is that you just can't control all of the variables in your operation. And one of the biggest unknowns is who's going to be here a few months from now. If you've got a major project going out or you have a compliance measure that you have to make sure that you hit, you got to be able to manage your people well and quickly to make sure that all the gaps are filled. And so we're going to go through and show you two ways that you can manage those critical tasks today. So there's two main options, and I think, Tyler, we're going to start with the agent list tool and show you kind of what that's for and how you can use it.
In order to temporarily reassign MOC tasks in our software, it's actually pretty straightforward. So within the MOC module here, you can see on the left-hand side, I'm in the MOC module. And then if we go down to the settings, here we have a list of just various settings that admin and users can access. So the one we're referring to today is what we call the agent list. So within this agent list, as Monica mentioned, it's a great way to make sure no tasks fall within the open cracks when people are, for the agent list. Again, this is a temporary reassignment, so this could be for things like long-term or short-term disability. It could be just if someone is away on vacation, things like that, where they're only going to be gone for a set amount of time. So in order to set one up, again, we're just in the MOC settings here, and then we clicked on agent list. And then here we're going to go ahead and click new in the top right. For this personal agent here, let me turn that off. We have the person and then the agent. So the person is the user who's going to be away for a selected period of time. So we can say that. We'll say that Michael is going to be away for, let's say he's going on vacation, and then let's say I'm the one who's going to be taking Michael's task when he's gone. So I can just choose my user as the agent. And then next we can choose our title. Generally for the title, we try to be fairly descriptive, so that way you can easily tell what it is from the screen prior. Cool. All right, so we have our title. We can add a description if we want. We have the company and division of where Michael is located, and then, of course, the active and inactive dates. So it's important to note that these active and inactive dates are when this temporary reassignment is going to be active. So we always try to recommend to be pretty specific with these active and inactive dates, so that way it covers the entire time Michael's going to be away. So for this example, let's say he's going to be gone for the first 2 weeks in July. We can go from the 1st to the 15th. We have our day selected, and then we can click save. So then now we'll be able to see all of Michael's desktops for this duration of the time, beginning of July. We'll see his tasks now on my desktop. And that's
Okay.
it.
Okay. So this is for temporary. So what if Michael goes on vacation and never comes back? What if he decides to stay and he leaves the company? That would be the reassigning tool, right?
Correct, yeah. So just right underneath the agent list, we have the reassign MOC tasks. Now we definitely like to emphasize that this is a permanent reassignment where the agent list is a temporary. So yeah, if Michael decided that he liked vacation better than work and never wanted to come back, then we'd want to use this. Or if he transferred to a different company, or if he just left the company entirely, this is where we would fill. This is what we'd use to reassign his tasks. So it would be a similar process where we would show our existing assignee. So we could choose Michael, the new assignee, so who's going to be getting those tasks, and we can choose my user. Once we have the person leaving and then the person getting those tasks selected, we can just select next. And then here we'll be able to click on all of the tasks for each section of the MOC process, the different tasks that he's assigned, and be able to reassign those to my user. You'll also notice that some of them you're not able to click on them, and that just simply means that he doesn't have any tasks assigned for this part of the evaluation stage for any in-process MOCs. But once you have all your action items selected, you'll just be able to click this reassign tasks here, and it'll be all set.
Okay. Okay. So that's pretty straightforward. Could you tell everybody, so who has access to these tools within the software so they know like if they have to ask somebody to take care of this for them or if they're able to do it themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. So whoever has the people who have access to the settings here is dependent on what type of permissions you have. And the ability to reassign tasks through either the agent list or reassign MOC tasks, users will require the MOC power user permission. That's the highest level of admin permission for our software right now. And that's just primarily because we wouldn't want any user to be able to go in and make agent lists, reassign tasks without like the approval of a manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because with the agent list, like I mentioned before, it takes tasks off a user's desktop. So even with admin, we've seen a lot of confusion of like, oh, John's supposed to be seeing his tasks, but he's not. And that generally is because he has a personal agent assigned. So to answer your question in short, it's really people with admin level permission.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to, what Tyler showed us is pretty straightforward. I just want to, let everybody know that this is helpful for all different types of scenarios. So if you're dealing with PSM compliance, it's really helpful for making sure you hit all those like regulatory standards that you have to meet. But it's also just great for out of the office like task management, especially if you have a really big team, or if you have, say you work in a warehouse and you've got managers and inbound and outbound, all these different departments, and they've got action items that you want to make sure get closed out while they're away. It really helps you kind of take control of the entire operation instead of just what you can see with whatever you're tracking by hand. And so if you're a current frontline customer, we just want to make sure that you're taking advantage of these options. And if you're not currently a frontline customer, just to know that this is a lot simpler way to manage your organization if you have a lot of moving parts, and especially if you're growing. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and open it up to the Q&A section. If anybody has any questions they want to ask, you can go ahead and put them in the box down below. And I think we can get started with that.